So originally Guillermo said that you guys met while making Mama, and that you were actually interested in a different role. Was that Mia's role? Or had he talked to you for Mia's role and you wanted
I wanted Lucille's role. I surprised him, which I know he was a bit shocked. And also Thomas at Legendary was a bit shocked when I said, actually guys, hold up. I'm more interested in Lucille.
Why do you think that you were drawn to her a little bit more than...
You know, it's because I want to play characters that are very different from me. And to me, that's a big challenge. I'd never played anything
quite like that.
Nothing like Lucille. It was really the most difficult thing I've ever done, and I underestimated how dark it was gonna get, and how much work, like learning the piano and all of that stuff. I really underestimated it, but at the end of the day, I'm very glad that I played the role.
When your character can be that cruel, maybe, to another character in the movie, does that bleed over when you're like? Do you have to sort of maintain some distance from Mia while you're filming?
Yeah, it doesn't bleed over. But what happens with me is, I struggle with, if I'm having to be cruel to someone or physically violent to someone, I definitely have to separate a little bit because, or you know, Mia and I sometimes before scenes, even though we'd be like standing face to face almost, you know, before a scene would start, before a big action thing, I would be looking to the right and she would be looking to the left, and then on action we would go.
Right.
And there's something about, I really like Mia, and I think she's a great actress and a very nice person, and if you're really involved and then you have to do something difficult, you're apologizing the whole time you're doing it, and I had to be comfortable doing these actions.
What was it like for you when you saw this beautiful set for the first time and showed up? Did you have any idea that it was going to be quite like this?
I had no idea. It was wonderful. It felt like I was in another era of American filmmaking. Like I'd been transported to the past when they used to build sets like this. You know, when they used to make movies in Los Angeles.
It's like that cliche, they don't make movies like this anymore, but they really don't.
They really don't.
Yeah.
And it was so unique. You're not going to see a house like this in any other film because it came from Guillermo's imagination and from our incredible production designer. And he even told me he wrote the word fear everywhere, like in every room, but it was so hidden. You'd have to kind of point it out to you. He had all these subliminal things in the house and things that would tie the house to Lucille.
I was looking through the notes before, and a lot of the descriptions of Lucille was that she loves to play piano and she loves her brother, and it seemed very sunny. But do you sort of have to find that humanity in her to play somebody who is...
Definitely.
Like
I know,
that?
we don't want to give any spoilers.
I know, I'm trying to talk delicately, but...
Yeah, you have to defend who you're playing. And I have a lot of compassion for Lucille because I think that everything she does is her way of trying to give and receive love. Now it sounds odd, but this is a girl that, you know, grew up being the nursemaid to her mother after her mother's leg was broken, and she would take beatings when to protect her brother. She'd get caned, which is why she has scars on her face.
Yeah.
So for her, showing love is also connected to suffering in a way.
Guillermo gave you some backstory on her and some secrets. So what were some of the things he kind of told you that didn't necessarily make it into the movie, but helped kind of build up your own biography?
Well, there's a lot of secrets for Lucille, so I don't want to tell anyone, you know, that were in there. But I can tell you things. Okay, here's an example. So, you know, it said in the thing that she likes to wear constrictive clothing.
Yeah.
And in order to justify it, I thought, why would someone like to wear constrictive? Okay, a baby likes to be swaddled, it calms down. Or a straitjacket, right? There's something about tight clothing that holds in something. So it was really, I took that and then used that in the movie. Once she loses that being held in her clothes, and she's, you know, there's an openness, like the nightgown, then whatever she was holding in is freed.